2022 ending, it's time to see what the best and most popular romance anime of this year are. In this list, we'll only be talking about new anime and not sequels. Here are 10 of the most popular new romance anime of 2022. Number 10, My Stepmom's Daughter is My Ex.
そういう受動的なところが嫌いだったのよ。クソオタク。
そういう自分勝手なところが嫌いだったんだよ。クソマニア。
I don't think anyone needs to know the premise of this one because the title pretty much says what it wants. This time, this guy's ex-girlfriend is his stepmom's daughter. If you felt like something was wrong with that sentence, then don't think too much about it because this is an anime where you don't need to use your brain a lot. Is this the next domestic girlfriend? Nope, because we don't have two sisters this time.
お兄ちゃん。
Like I said, you shouldn't go to this series expecting some mind-blowing complex plot. Instead, see how one brother and his stepsister challenge each other in love games inside the house. Yep, it's your silly old fun inside the house with the good old what are you doing Nissan formula. But it's a pretty fun show to watch. Number 9, Engage Kiss.
二人の愛の力でパワーアップってことだね。
少しニュアンスは違うんだけど。
If you're bored with the romance genre, then it's time to mix it with some action. And what better show to mix romance and action rather than Engage Kiss? Is this show engaging just because it has the word engage in the title? I don't know. It was pretty engaging for me though. You've got monsters, you've got badass girls, and you even have some romantic moments here and there.
合鍵シュウ君の部屋の。
そんなのなくても壁抜けて入れるでしょ君。
Here we go to Byron City, where every citizen is promised a luxurious and comfortable lifestyle. But there are demons who are a threat to humanity, and our main character, Shu Ogata, fights off these demons with his demonic partner, Kisara. Apart from the great action, character design, and the visuals, this also has a love triangle. So get ready for some love with a pink-haired yandere. Number 8, Love After World Domination.
繋いでいるな、手を。
成し遂げたのだな、私たちは。
ああ。
やったな、フロ。
If you don't like action, then have some science fiction on your plate. Here we have two people who are on two opposing sides. On one side we have Fudo, a guy who is Gelato 5, a team dedicated to protecting Japan. On the other side we have Desumi, a girl who is called the Reaper Princess because she has plans for world domination. But guess what? These two are secretly dating.
初めて会った時から君のことが好きだ。この思いを届け。
いや、待て、正気か？我々は天敵なのだぞ。
Rather than the science fiction side, this show tries to embrace its comedic and romantic side. For example, each of the interactions between the main couple is funny as hell because of their awkwardness. The couple also likes each other from the first episode itself, so you don't have to sit through a whole season for the two to develop feelings. Just don't go expecting some Legend of the Galactic Heroes level of writing in here, and we're good. Number 7, More Than a Married Couple, but Not Lovers.
おいしい。さすが私。
Imagine being in a class called Couples Practice. Here you're paired with a girl and you're forced to spend time as a couple. Apparently this is one of those tricks from the Japanese government so citizens can have better married lives. The couples in this class are shoved into a room, monitored through cameras, and then given a grade. And the two guinea pigs for this class are high school student Jiro Yukin and girl Akiri Watanabe.
てか、お腹すいた。
夜飯コンビニ寄るか。
いいの。
Now, the issue is that both of these people want to have couples practice with different people. And our girl Akiri is what you call a guy. Remember those gals from My Girlfriend is a Guy? Yeah, she's one of those. Now, the two must find a way to reach the top 10 and get a chance to exchange couples. This anime is airing right now, so stop slouching and start binge watching the episodes that have been released. Number 6, Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World.
どうかしましたか？
いや、珍しい髪の色だと思ってな。
黒髪ですか？
Yeah, you should know what type of show this is by now. This is definitely not strong on the plot, but it's strong on the plot. You know, the plot with all caps. So what's this show about? Well, we have a harem inside a labyrinth. What else do we have? Well, we have a budgeted version of Rough Talia.
お客様はお前を求めた。
ありがとうございます。
これじゃ断れないじゃないか。
This is about a high school student named Micho Kaga who, like every unlucky or lucky isekai bastard, gets transported into another world where he can claim idol-level girls. The reason this anime exists on this list is because of its popularity. Like I said, this is made for a specific audience, and unlike other anime, it delivers on its promises. At least that's the good news. Number 5, A Couple of Cuckoos.
結婚相手がなぎくんだったらよかったのにな。なんてね。さよなら。
Welcome to one of the most bizarre premises of 2022. Here we have two characters who were switched at birth, Nagi Umino and Erika Amano. Once Nagi realizes what happened, he goes on to meet his real parents and finds Erika, a girl who asks him to be her fake boyfriend. Turns out her parents like this too. They agree to marry Nagi to Erika as a solution to the hospital switch.
あなたは取り違え子で、私は言い名付け。お互い家族の問題を抱えてたのね。
みたいだな。
ところでなんだけど、もしかして私とタメ？
Overall, this seems like something written by the author when he was on too much drugs, but to my surprise, the anime is pretty enjoyable. It seems to be one of those seasonal guilty pleasure shows, and it also is one of those few anime to get 24 episodes. Oh, and once you look at the poster, you can already know where this is heading, so go expecting more than one girl to earn the spotlight. Number 4, Call of the Night.
吸血鬼らしく血を吸わせてもらうだけだ。好きになりたきゃ好きにしろ。七草なずなだ。お前は？
ヤモリこうです。
Vampires and romance is nothing new, but how about a love story between a vampire and a guy who has insomnia? It follows Ku Yamori, who has insomnia, and after getting recruited by a vampire lady called Nazuna, he tries to transform into a vampire and fails. And turns out in order to become a vampire, you need to fall in love with the person who is about to bite you. So Ku decides to fall in love with the vampire girl he just met so he can become a vampire and finally enjoy the night without falling asleep.
だからさ、頼みが一個。
吸血鬼さん。はい。頼みがあります。俺を吸血鬼にしてください。
This anime has got everything you need in a romance anime. It's pretty slow-paced and has a very relaxing tone. The soundtrack and character design is done really well, and all the characters have these unique quirks and personalities that make them interesting. If you love vampires, then this is the show for you. Number 3, Yurusei Yatsura.
さっきから何のことだっちゃ。結婚うるさいじゃん。結婚だ。
Now, you must be thinking, huh? How come this anime is so popular? Turns out this was a very popular anime back when your grandpa was your age and watching anime. If you don't believe me, ask one of those older folk who are watching my videos. This aired back in 1981. More than 40 years later, this anime is coming back.
ダーリンは忍なんか嫌いだって言ってるじゃん。相手にするな。わかったわ。アタル君を信じてみる。
Yurusei Yatsura is about a guy called Ataru, who is sent to represent humanity during a duel between humanity and aliens. He gets to face a girl called Lum, the daughter of one of the aliens. Here, Ataru makes a promise to marry his girlfriend, but Lum interprets this as a desire to marry her. So, she comes in and lives with him. This has a very cliche premise according to today's standards, but don't forget this came out in 1981, an era where people barely had living together romance anime. Number 2, Shikamori is not just a cutie.
四季森さん。
はい。
どうしたの？
いえ。やっぱり可 可愛い方が。
蜂蜜が。
なんて
The second most popular anime of the year is for masochists who want a cute anime girl to look like they're committing mass murder. Shikamori-san feels like the deconstruction of the perfect girlfriend trope. We've got a girl named Shikamori who looks like the perfect girlfriend anyone can have, but turns out she has a really dark side once you press the wrong buttons. But guess what? Her boyfriend loves it.
ずっと私のそばにいればいい。周りがなんて言おうと私には関係ないです。
You heard that right. This anime starts with the couple already dating and the girl giving this murderous looks at the boy. This feels like the good old slice of life anime rather than a romance anime. They might as well have called it the daily life of Shikamori-san and her boyfriend. And Shikamori was the best girl of that season, but she never reached the ranks of Marin Kitagawa. And speaking of Marin, we all know what number one's going to be. Number one, My Dress-Up Darling.
それなんかついてるよ。なんだろうこれ。怪我じゃないっぽいけど。
That's right, the most popular romance anime of 2022 is in fact the romance anime with the best girl of 2022. If you've been living under a rock up until now, then suddenly stumbled upon this video, then here's a summary of what Dress Up Darling is about. We have this guy who likes making clothes for dolls, and one day, the most popular girl in school learns about his hobby. And she's like, dude, I'm into cosplaying too, we should team up. And yeah, you guessed it right, they team up.
どうぞ。
めっちゃ綺麗じゃん。目キラキラしてる。
Like I've said many times, this show doesn't do anything innovative, but it knows how to make you feel wholesome and turn you into another Marin simp. The characters are built from the usual tropes, with the shy guy and overpopular girl, but the more we see their lives, the more we see how different they are. And Marin is the best girl of 2022. If you don't agree, you'll be hunted by the FBI.